New York City is, to me, the greatest city on earth. But when you look across that bay onto Rikers Island, that's not living, that's just existing. I felt like I wasn't. I felt like I'm here and nobody cares.
My name is Ismael Nazario from Brooklyn, New York. September 28, 2006, I was arrested for robbery. I was actually on my way to school. I was like, you know what, when I get to Atlantic Avenue, I'm gonna walk by the park to see who's in the park. Big mistake. The first two cops that got out the car, they drew their guns on me. They said, well, you know, this kid got, I was like, well, a robbery just happened. You know, this kid got hurt pretty badly, and you fit the description. I'm standing there with all these police standing, you know, surrounding me, but I'm standing there confident, though, because I know that I didn't do it. I wasn't even over here. So the cop peeks his head into the driver's side window. He peeks his head back out. He said, yeah, that's him, lock him up.
When I first got there, it was almost like flying over the Bermuda Triangle. Like, once you're there, it's easy to get there, but it's hard as hell to get out.
Once you get there, you find out that it's actually just as bad as people say that it was.
There's this distinct smell of Rikers Island. It's like a mix of bleach, dirt, and grime. The bars look dirty and dusty, and the cells look nasty.
The officers just said, for all of you who've been here, you already know what to expect. For those of you who have not been here before, this is your first time, tie in your pants.
They got us inside the door, closed the gate behind us, unshackled, took the cuffs off, sent us in a room. They came in, strip searches, which was just like crazy to me because this is my first time ever getting strip searched in a room full of men. And it just was like, I couldn't believe this was happening.
Oh, man, the worst part is just the strip frisk. Having another man tell you to lift your nuts up, spread your ass and all that, getting butt-ass naked, lift your arms up. You think about that, man, oh my God, I never want to go back to that.
Coming off the streets, never been in an environment like that, just thrown in basically to the wolves. I was scared.
You walk in, you're in between these two doors. You see like this gate, and then on the other side of that is the day room, and then there's other adolescents on the other side. You know, they're looking through the gate. In their mind, you know, it's like, oh, we got a victim or, you know, fresh meat.
So a bunch of these, you know, kids just start ganging up on the door, and I'm looking at them, and I'm looking at myself. I was like, these not kids, these is men. Some people don't make it past the door. I made it to my bed, at least.
I went to Rikers Island with a friend of mine, and he had already been back and forth to Rikers Island, and this was my first experience. And when I got into the day room of the house where we was at, my friend was with me, luckily, and we were sitting there talking, and all of a sudden I seen him stand up and walk to the corner of the day room, and I couldn't understand what was happening, and when I turned around, there were two guys coming to take my sneakers. I assumed that my friend and we were gonna fight together, but it was just me fighting at the time. They wound up getting one of my sneakers, and black eye and busted lip and everything. And after it was over, I went to him and I said, what happened? And later on that night, he brought me back my other sneaker, and he said to me, he said, I had to know that you could stand up for yourself before I stand up for you. And so that was my induction into the way things ran on Rikers Island.